Hello everybody and welcome. This is a Verbling class and my name is Teacher Amy, and today's class is one of the classes in my series called Around the World in 80 Days. And today we're going to be visiting Sweden for something that might be a bit of a surprise to you, a famous Swedish cheese. And a kind of an interesting article basically that talks about this special cheese and why it has to be made, or it's a bit of a mystery actually, but a special cheese that is made in a particular place in Sweden and can't be made anywhere else. We're going to be talking about some products from our own countries that perhaps are very distinctive of our area or our country. And we're going to be reading this article, practicing our reading and learning some vocab and hopefully improving our pronunciation a little bit. So if you have booked a slot in this class, do come in now. And while we're waiting for everybody, let me just share a couple of things with you that can help you with your experience on Verbling. If you would like to find out more about any of the teachers and see when they're free for tutoring sessions or when their classes are, then the best place to go to is to their Verbling teacher page. And if you'd like to visit mine, it's in the chat box there. But all of the teachers have one of these, so don't hesitate in looking some of us up and finding out a little bit more about us. If you do have any questions and they're not answered from the information on the teacher page, then do please send us a message, which you can do from there. Also, just use the messaging feature that you'll find. Okay, if you're a Facebook person, you might want to follow some of us on Facebook, so that's the other link that I'm posting. And with that behind us, let's say hello to our students. So first of all, Alaz, hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm doing well, thank you.
Great to see you. I'm well, thank you, Alaz. Did you have a good weekend?
Yes, it was very great.
It was very great. Okay, why? Why was it particularly great?
Entire weekend, I just read books.
You had a reading weekend.
It was a reading weekend.
That does sound like a good weekend. And any particular reason for that, Alaz, or did you just feel like it this weekend?
Well, it was a long time to read for me like this. I like reading books, so it was fascinating for me because of my work, I can't have time for reading, so it was great.
Wonderful. I'm very glad to hear it. Well, I'm glad you had a lovely weekend, and welcome. Anna, how was your weekend?
Oh, sorry. Hi, teacher.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
My weekend was relaxing. I stayed home. I watched some movies and I studied English, and that's all. I ate out and just it.
That sounds like a nice weekend. Also a relaxing weekend by the sounds of things, Anna. I meant to ask you also, how's your back doing? Is it better yet? Are you able to go back to the gym yet?
Yes, I'm able to go back. However, I've been putting it off. I've been lazy.
You've been lazy. That's because you've got out of the habit of it now, Anna. You're going to have to slowly break yourself back into it again.
Yes, I have to oblige myself and then to start enjoying it again.
Yeah, exactly. It definitely takes a bit of time with exercise, if you're anything like me. All right, well, good luck with getting back to the gym, and I'm glad your back is better. Carolina, with the beautiful cat. Hello.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I'm sorry, Carolina, but I can't remember if I've met you before.
No, teacher, this is my first class with you.
Okay, well that makes me feel better. It's lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Where are you from?
I am from Colombia.
Which part?
Bogota, the capital city.
All right, and how is Bogota doing right now? Is it good weather, bad weather? Busy?
No, good weather. We have a lovely sun, maybe 20 degrees. It's a nice day
It
for
sounds perfect.
yeah, it's for eating ice cream, chocolate ice cream.
Oh, now that is getting more perfect by the second. Did you have some chocolate ice cream today?
No, I after this class, I am going to buy a big one.
Great plan. If anyone else wants to go and buy a big chocolate ice cream, I highly recommend it. And you can reward yourself for having done a verbling class, Carolina.
Okay.
Is that a picture of your cat?
Yes, she's my little cat. My little, no, she's 15 years old.
Oh, she's quite old.
Yes, but her health is pretty good, so for me, she's younger. She's my kitty.
That's great. Well, it's
Yeah.
lovely to have a nice pet in your life. And it's
Yeah.
very nice to meet you. Welcome.
Thank you, teacher. Nice to meet you too.
Ksenia, how are you today?
Hello, I'm very fine.
You're very fine. Great, that's good to hear. What did you do with your weekend?
Nothing special. Usual weekend.
Just had a regular one?
Gym. Yes, gym and English.
Gym and English. There you go, Anna. You've got someone to aspire to. Ksenia went to the gym. And how is the weather in Russia, Ksenia? Is it still nice and summery or not really?
No, actually, in summer we had only 10 days of hot, and now is an autumn.
Back and it's autumn already. Oh, that's a bit depressing.
Yes.
It sounds as bad as England.
Yes, I think
Winters
so.
are worse. Oh well. Ksenia, you're gonna have to go on holiday somewhere about halfway through the winter, somewhere sunny.
Yes, in Europe in 1 month.
Cool. You're going on holiday in a month.
I'm sorry?
Did you say that you're going on holiday in a month?
Yes, in a
Brilliant.
month.
Perfect. Well, you can look forward to that and keep you going to the gym and studying English. Well done.
Okay.
Welcome. Lovely to see you.
It's the same. Thank you.
Natasha, hello.
Hello, Amy. Hello, guys. It's good to
How are
see
you, Natasha? Good to see you too.
I'm fine, thank you. I have had a great day today because my smallest daughter went to the kindergarten firstly.
Wow, it was her
Yeah.
first day of kindergarten today.
Yeah.
Did she enjoy it?
Very, very. It really was a lovely day for her because she had the opportunity to meet a lot of children because as a rule we haven't thought the possibility, and I don't know, she said that it was very funny for her, and she enjoyed to go there tomorrow as well.
So she's already looking forward to tomorrow.
Yeah, it's true.
That's wonderful. Great news, Natasha. That's very nice because I know that it must be, not that I remember it, but I'm sure that we all felt a little bit overwhelmed on our first day at kindergarten when you're used to being at home with your mum or whatever all the time. So great, she enjoyed it. That's excellent news. Woohoo!
Thank you.
Welcome to the class. Martin, hello, how are you?
Hello, Amy. I'm fine, thank you.
Good. How's everything going? Did you have an exciting weekend?
Yes, we've just been away for a week in a small Danish island. We have to go there 100 kilometers by car and then take a ferry, a small island in the sea between Sweden and Jutland.
Wow, that sounds nice.
It was quite nice with friends.
Great. And you had a week there?
A week there, yes. And the weather was, well, quite good, actually.
Quite good. Excellent.
Yeah.
So how big is a small island, Martin? Can you walk
Well,
around?
this one I think is about 20 kilometers from north to south, and then it might be 8 kilometers across.
Okay. So do people live on the island, or is it just for holidays?
There will be 3,000 or 4,000 people living there, and then in the holiday season there will be double. There will be twice as much.
Yeah. Oh wow! Well, that's kind of fun to go to an island. It's a bit of a feels special in some way, I think.
Yes, very relaxed place. Not very many cars and very small roads all over the island, so nice place to stay.
Wonderful. Well, that sounds great. I'm glad you had a lovely week.
Yeah.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Raphael, hello.
Hello, Amy.
How's life going?
It's fine. It's been okay. I have nothing special.
Nothing special to report.
Nothing. I just started reading a lot more books as I usually did in the past. I'm trying to improve my vocab.
Wonderful. That's good. What books have you been reading? Fiction or non-fiction?
Actually, it's a book of poems. I think you might have read this book. It's Songs of Innocence and Other Experience by William Blake. I don't know if you have read this book. It's a book of poems. It's
a famous one.
Yeah.
Wow, that's very impressive, Raphael. You're actually, I remember some of your poems or some of your creative writing from my writing classes, so good choice. Maybe you'll become a poet in English.
No, not so much. But I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows? Exactly. You can never tell. Well, it's lovely to have you, and good to see you again. Welcome.
Thank you.
Saiban? Hello.
Hello.
Hi, am I saying your name right or wrong?
Yeah, it's right, teacher.
Okay, great. I can't remember if I've met you before, Saiban. Have you been to one of my classes before?
Oh, yes, a lot, teacher.
Great. Well, remind me, where are you from, Saiban?
Well, I'm from north part of Iraq, Kurdistan region, teacher.
Ah, I remember you now. I think you've changed your picture since I last saw you.
Yeah, I didn't have a picture on my profile, but I put this picture, teacher.
Ah, great. All right, that would be why. So I remember you as a blue blob, which is what comes up if you don't have a picture. But now you've got a really... Is that a picture of you?
Yeah, teacher.
Where are you?
In United States, in Scranton.
Okay, so you went on a trip or a holiday?
No, I'm student there. I came back to Iraq to just have a refresh time, and I will go back by the end of this year.
Okay, all right. So you're in the United States at the moment. I'm beginning to remember. Sorry, Saiban. It's sometimes hard to remember everybody. I haven't seen you for a little while, but lovely to have you again. And how's life going over there for you? Are you enjoying it?
Yeah. Currently Iraq, it's let's say it's very hard time for us because we have there's a really conflict is going on between the political party. They wanted to just put down, or let's say just put down the president, and the president didn't give up. The president of the north part of Kurdistan region. So and the whole party and the parliament, they are just going to vote against them. So we are currently the situation currently is very sensitive.
Yeah.
We are afraid to have a severe let's say a civil war between the political party, because each of these parties, they have this military.
Gosh, that sounds really serious and a little bit scary, Saiban.
Yeah, and this is except the ISIS. So we have ISIS in the north or on the border. They are ready to attack us. And in addition, plus to this, the situation inside the region, the north part of Iraq, is very sensitive. So who know? I mean, by the end, I mean, at the end of the day, we, we might have, like, I mean, a war, civil war. So, like, well, probably, I mean, I don't wish this, but I mean, I don't like to say this, but probably it might be like Syria. I mean, having a civil war.
A
So who knows?
civil war.
Civil war, yeah.
Yeah. I really, really hope it doesn't happen and it doesn't come to that so bad. I hope that your government
Hopefully.
and your opposers, as opposition parties or whatever they are, try to sort this out without a war. That would be really awful. Let's hope that they can do it. But it's lovely to see you again, and
Thanks.
welcome. And Adela's just joined us, so hello, Adela.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
I'm well, thank you, Adela. Tell us about your weekend. Did you do anything special, or?
To came back to the from France to my home.
Okay. So you had been on holiday?
Yes, I'm been I'm going.
You've been and you're going back?
I finish and I start this weekend, next weekend.
So you're going on another holiday next weekend, or you're going back to work?
No, I'm going to another country in 4 days.
Brilliant. Well, that sounds like you're making the most of the summer, Adela.
Sorry?
It sounds as if you're making the most of summer. You're taking advantage of it.
It's a little noise. It's good. Summer is good.
Yeah.
Is good.
That's great. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Okay, everybody, let's get started with our article. If you want to load it up, there's the link for you. And if not, just follow along on the screen. Hopefully you can see that now. You can see, here we go, we've got this Swedish cheese. And it's a bit of a funny little story, but as we read, I would like you to just have a think about the products, or it doesn't have to be cheese. But let's try and keep it to food or drink, that kind of thing that is special from your area or your country, maybe that we don't know about, you know, because not all of these things are world famous, but something that you could share with the rest of the class. It could even be just a special dish. It could be like, you know, a famous dish that people can enjoy when they come to your country or your part of the world. So what we're going to do is read this article together. I'll give you about a paragraph or two, depending on the length of the paragraph. Take your time reading it. Just focus on your pronunciation and your best reading. And then we'll pause now and again so that we can check everybody's following. And there are a few Swedish words in here, so if you can't speak Swedish, don't worry, I can't either. We'll focus on the English, and we'll maybe get Martin to help us if we get really stuck. Okay, so let's see. If we could start with Alaz, could you read the title and the first little sort of 3 lines for us, please, Alaz?
Sure. The Swedish cheese that can't be moved. Despite being on the menu at royal weddings and Copenhagen super restaurant Noma, Wester sauce can only be made in a single northern Sweden village, and no one knows why.
Great, thank you, Alaz. So the mystery begins. Any questions about the first couple of lines? No, should be straightforward. All right, Alaz, could you carry on for us?
Sure. As I reached the small village of Burtsrask in northern Sweden, I saw snow piled by the roadsides like icing and a group of reindeer sitting down for a rest. When I got out of the car to take a photograph, they stood up, crossed the road, and disappeared into the woods.
Thank you. Beautiful reading to start us off. Thank you, Alaz. There's a nice photo there of the reindeer. Okay, any questions about any of the vocab so far? No?
Reindeer.
Reindeer? A reindeer is this animal in the picture, Anna, and it's the one that Santa, uses to pull his sleigh at Christmas. They're a type of deer with big antlers, those big sort of horn things coming out of their heads. Any other questions? No? Okay, let's carry on. Anna, could you read the next paragraph, please?
I had come. Sorry. I had come to Bertrask. I don't know. To learn about secrets that felt as elusive as these animals. In this Swedish village, they make a hard yellow cheese dotted with tiny holes called Vattenpotten If you attend one of Sweden's traditional summer crayfish parties, you will most likely find it served alongside succulent crustaceans and copious, snaps. It's been on the menu at royal weddings, Nobel Prize dinners, and Copenhagen Super Restaurant Noma. Famed Swedish playwright August Strindberg mentioned it in his poetry, and Prince Hassan of Jordan said, "It is what I love most about Sweden."
Thank you, Anna. So this particular country name in English has a long E sound, pronounced Sweden and Swedish. Okay?
Swedish, Sweden.
Yeah, that's better. All right, so there we go. We've got a little...
Amy. Okay, I couldn't hear you.
Oh, okay, sorry. Let me repeat that. I was just wondering if anybody has ever heard of this cheese before. Has anyone ever heard of it or tasted it?
That's yellow cheese full of holes from Sweden.
Yes.
Sure. It's delicious, mouth-watering.
Have you tasted this particular type of cheese, Anna? This Västerbottensost?
If I had tasted, I don't know it by that name.
Yes. All right.
But I must have tasted. I don't know dotted and what else?
Okay. Thank you, Anna. Is there anyone else who's tasted this before?
I have, but it's 10 years ago, and I can't quite remember it. Actually, I tried to get it today, but I couldn't find any place here in Copenhagen where I could get it. But I know that it is possible to get it still here, so I'm going to get it tomorrow or the day after tomorrow.
Well, there you go. That's great. So we have a student who's actually going to taste it. Martin, you'll have to write a little review on Facebook or something so that you can read
I think it's quite an expensive cheese, but it will be very delicious.
Yes.
I remember it as a very nice cheese, but it's, as I said, 10 years ago, I tasted it.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I look forward to hearing what you think of it. Again.
Yes.
If you can find it, of course.
Yes, and that's difficult.
Brilliant. All right. Any questions about this paragraph?
Yes. Copious schnapps.
Okay. First of all, what is schnapps? Can anyone explain what schnapps is?
That is alcohol you drink in Swedish, Danish drinks.
Yes.
50%. 45% alcohol and the rest is water. And you have it in various tastes. Sometimes it's just
various flavors.
Various flavors, yes.
Thank you, Martin. So yes, it's an alcoholic drink, a very strong one. And what does copious mean?
Several, many.
Yeah, a lot of, exactly, a lot of. Yeah, so a lot of this alcoholic drink is what it means, Anna. Any other questions? No? Okay. Let's start. Oh, sorry?
Dotted means full of dots?
Yes, so to dot is like what you see. It's like little holes. So it's just like a little point that you can make with your pen. That's called a dot. Okay, so dotted means like the little holes look like they are dots. Right, Carolina, could you read the next one from with, please?
With a reputation like this, it's understandable that demand for the cheese is high, but when the dairy tried to expand production by starting an operation in the nearby city of Umea, I didn't taste the same. It turned out that for the cheese can only be made in Burst trash, and no one knows why. Not even after using for, forensic DNA analysis techniques of making 12 documentaries about Buster Bowden sauce.
Well done, Carolina. You had a tricky paragraph. This one here is understandable. Understandable.
Understandable.
Yes.
Understandable.
Thank you.
Analysis? Because
Yep.
I say like Spanish analysis.
Yep, that's perfect. Well done. Lucky guess.
Yeah. Thank you, teacher.
No worries. Does anyone have any questions about this? The words here? No? Alright, so it's a bit of a mystery. They tried to move the cheese making to expand to the nearby city of Umea, or however you say that. But it didn't work out. The cheese didn't turn out the same. And they've been trying to figure out why, but they haven't managed to succeed in that yet. So there's a picture of getting the cheese into its shape. And Ksenia, it's been suggested.
It's been suggested that the cheese's unique flavor could be due to the local spruce shells that it's left to mature on, the particular microflora in the daily building, or even long summer days affecting the mood of the cows. According to the most intriguing theory, the beloved taste is all down to a meteorite that struck the area long ago, creating the lakes next to birds' rusk and making the soil rich in calcium, which in turn created knock-off effects on the milk and the cheese-making process.
Thank you, Ksenia. So there's just a couple of words here. This one's micro, not micro, microflora.
Microflora. Mm-hmm.
Yep, this little prefix is always pronounced micro in English. So you have microphone, microscope, all those kind of things. This one is beloved. Beloved.
Beloved. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And well done. All the rest were great. This one you corrected yourself, and it's meteorite, as you said. So well done. Okay. Questions?
I have a question. In the last line,
Yep.
What does knock-on effects mean?
Good question. What is a knock-on effect? Does anyone know?
A heavy effect on the milk.
It's not exactly a heavy effect, Martin. Anyone know what a knock-on effect means?
Amazing, great.
Knock-on? No, not amazing or
No?
great. No. It's a bit of a interesting ideas, but basically a knock-on. Sorry.
I have a guess. It can be a side effect.
Yes, it's almost a side effect. It's more like a result or something that, if it's a knock-on effect, it basically means that it's the result of something else. It's like because the meteorite hit the ground, then the lake was formed, and then the soil was rich in calcium. All of those things have effects or like results on how the milk and cheese sort of tastes and works. So it's like results, basically. Some kind of effect that comes from the thing that is before it in the sentence. So sort of like side effects, yeah. Any other questions?
Yes. Is spruce?
Spruce. A spruce is a type of tree, Anna. So I'm guessing that they make shelves out of the spruce wood, and then somehow maybe the flavor from those shelves seeps into the cheese. Who knows? Any other questions? No? All right. So they haven't actually been able to figure out why the cheese only tastes like this in this particular place, but there are some fun ideas. So let's carry on reading. Natasha, if that ancient rock.
Okay, if that ancient rock really did land here, however, then the shock waves have long since dispersed. When I arrived, things were pretty peaceful. The dairy roof was covered in a layer of snow, and the sun glinted off the metallic lettering on the red brick exterior. Burtrask is less than 300 kilometers from the Arctic Circle, and the locals are used to dark winters. But today spring was emerging, with wispy clouds stretched across the bright blue sky. Inside the dairy's spacious visitor center, light flooded in through a large window.
Beautiful. Thank you, Natasha. Well done. Any questions?
A bunch. Ancient rock.
Sorry, Anna, which word?
The first line, if that.
Oh, ancient rock should be two words. I don't know why that they've combined these two words. I think it's a typo. It's an ancient rock. So, do you know what the word ancient means, Anna?
Yes, I thought it was just one word.
No, it's a typo. But thanks for pointing that out.
Okay, and glinted off. The sun glinted off.
Glinted off. Okay. To glint. What does to glint mean? Does anyone know?
To reflect off the metallic.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing as reflect. It's probably just a nicer verb, really, though, Martin, I'd say. Yeah, it means reflect, basically. It's like, you know, when the sun hits something like a window or a mirror or something shiny, it kind of creates that really sharp light. It's that. Any other questions? No?
Yes, the last one. Lettering.
The last one is lettering, this one here.
Yes.
Okay, lettering. What is lettering? Anyone
Just
know?
word?
Yeah, exactly. It's just another name for words, Anna, or basically it's talking about like letters. If you have like a sign which tells somebody what your business is called or something, You might call it lettering. It might say, you know, Anna's dentist or something in big letters. That would be lettering, okay? Right. Let's carry on. Martin, all around the room.
All around the room were displays about the cheese, its history, and its place in Swedish culture. I was shown around by Inga Lill Eklund, who now works in the cafe but spent 35 years in the dairy laboratory taking samples of the bacteria in the milk. Inga's son Thomas is the current master cheese maker, as the head of the dairy is known.
Master cheesemaker. Imagine if that was your job.
Yeah.
That would be pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Thank you, Martin. Absolutely lovely reading. Any questions about Martin's paragraph? No? Okay, we'll carry on. And Saiban, could you read According to Legend?
Yes. According to legend, Inga say the cheese was created in 1872 by mistake. The story goes that Portras dairymaid called Lorica Eleonora Lindström was distracted from her cheese-making duties by a lover. The process was prolonged, and she had to keep reheating the crudes. The resulting cheese was left to age anyway, and when someone tasted it, they released the happy accident.
A couple of words just to go over. So this one here is duties.
Duties.
Great, well done. This is prolonged.
Prolonged.
And this one is curds.
Curds.
Brilliant, thank you. Okay, does everyone understand the vocab in this little story?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Everyone fine? Okay, great. Bit of a funny story, so I guess this could be true. Who knows? Adela, could you carry on for us and read the precise recipe?
The precise recipe is still a secret, but the logistics of making the cheese haven't changed much over the years. The milk is delivered from 20 to 30 different local farms, pasteurized and curdled. Inga explained that the consistency of the cheese in the curdling what is still hand tested to judge its feel in the fingers. The granular curds that emerge after the liquid whey is drained are packed inside linen cloth into a round mold, turned several times by hand and soaked in brine according to a strict schedule. The resulting cheeses, which weigh 18 kilos each, are then left to age for at least 14 months at a nearby warehouse. The small dairy, with only 20 people working on a typical shift, make 4,000 tons of water bottle just a year.
Thank you, Adela. Well done. You had some tricky cheese-related words. Sorry, Adela?
No, an echo. I see.
You can hear an echo?
Yes.
If everybody could just make sure they mute your microphones, apart from Adela, because I need to talk to you. Just because otherwise, I don't know, the echo sometimes comes. Okay, Adela, just a couple of words I want to go through with you. So this one here is pasteurized. Pasteurized.
Pasteurize. Pasteurize.
Can you hear me?
I cannot hear.
Now, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we can.
Okay, carry on. Curdled. Curdled.
Cuddled.
Well done. That's a tricky one. This one is linen, if I can find it. Here we go. Linen cloths.
Linen cloth.
Yeah. And then the last one was this one, nearby. Nearby.
Nearby.
Excellent. Okay, is there anyone who would like to ask any questions about any of those words? Some of these might be similar to the words in your own language for the cheese making process, but there may be different ones too. Anyone want to ask anything?
Just a curdle.
Curdled. So to curdle, does anyone know what that is?
Yes, it's a process from milk to curdle.
Yeah.
Oh no, to curd. To curd.
Yes, exactly. So curd is like a stage that you need milk to go through in order to get to cheese. And it's like when the milk starts to go kind of lumpy, basically. So it's a really, really specific verb that's to do with making cheese, basically. Any other questions?
Yes. Briny.
Brine. Okay, brine. Anyone know what this is? Lots of things.
Water, high concentration of salt in water.
Thank you, Martin. Yeah, you'll see lots of tinned food comes in brine to preserve it in the tins, I guess. Any other questions? No? All right, so since we've read at least probably half of this now, I would just like to ask if any of you have any products from your country that you can eat or drink that you would like to tell us about that are very specific to your town or your country or your area. Is there anyone who'd like to share anything?
May I?
Sure. If you can type the words, Anna, I can look it up on Google and we can see what you're talking about.
Okay. There is a kind of palm oil that has an orange color. It's from the northeast of Brazil. It's delicious and it has an awesome color and the flavor is amazing. And there are some dishes that can be made just with this kind of oil from the northeast of Brazil, from Bahia.
Okay, and is it famous throughout Brazil? I'm sure it probably is.
Yes, there are some dishes such as acarajé, vatapá, bobó de camarão, most in dishes.
Wow. Okay, so it's been used to make some really classic kind of Brazilian food as well.
Yes, from the northeast of Brazil.
Wow, awesome. That is very cool. Well, that's definitely something I didn't know about. So a special kind of Brazilian oil. Well, thank you, Anna. That's interesting. Anyone else got anything to share with us?
For now, we're talking about cheese. I would recommend the Danish blue cheese, which is, in the old days, it was just cheese. If you let it stay, it will grow mold on it, sort of green. But if you have the right kind of mold, then you will have a very nice cheese. It's a soft cheese, lots of mold in it.
It sounds horrible when you say lots of mold in it, but actually I'm a big fan.
You have blue cheese. You have in many countries. In UK, you have also blue cheese.
Very nice. We actually we can easily find Danish blue cheese in the UK, Martin. You've probably seen.
Yeah.
Do you think that is it authentic Danish blue cheese? Are you quite fussy about the type of cheese that it would have to be in order to be proper Danish blue cheese?
Not really.
Not really.
I know that you have blue cheese in France and in UK, and it is not. I just know that there's a special Danish blue cheese which is quite famous all over the world. So.
All right. Well, I'm a big fan of Danish blue, I must say. Actually, my nanny prefers that to any of the UK blue cheeses like Stilton, so she always has some in her fridge, Martin. So there you go.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got oil, we've got cheese. Anyone else?
I can say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, Hassan.
Oh, thank you. But I think you already knew about it. It's a fat, animal fat.
Mm-hmm.
I can screen with you on my photo. You can see it. So we just fat from pig, and we
Yes.
frozen it and then eat by slice, like this.
Wow! So you literally just eat. I have never seen this, Ksenia. I didn't. They have something that looks similar to this in Spain, actually. Is it?
Yes,
Did you say it was pork fat?
Yes, it's pork fat. Yes. So
And,
it's
wow.
delicious.
But not particularly healthy.
Yes, of course.
Wow! And what do you eat it with, or do you just eat it by itself?
Just slice of black bread, usually on the photo, and on the top the slice of this fat.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, that looks like something I wouldn't mind giving a try. If I can get hold of it somewhere. Could you type the Russian name for us in case anyone wants to look that up, Ksenia? And thank you. Awesome. Brilliant. Okay, who was coming after Ksenia? Was that you, Saiban?
Yes, teacher. But I really don't know how to explain it in English. It's so hard. There's a liquid. We call it tahini. It's made of tape. A special, it's like they smash the tape in the manufacture or a special tools, and then until it becomes the liquid, and they buy it in the domestic market, local market.
Is it like a bit more like a paste, Saiban, like a little bit thicker than liquid that you can spread?
I will. I think just let me just send a picture. So I think
All right.
there's can you just open the picture, the link?
Yeah. Sure. Just a sec.
We call it tahiniya.
Yes. Yes, it's the same in English, really. And we call it like tahini, or we probably pronounce it really badly. Let me just share my screen and you guys can see.
Yeah.
And it's made, I think it's made of sesame seeds, right?
Yeah, sesame seeds. Yeah. Just please put it in the chat box, because when I go to the United States at the first time, they ask me when you are in the plane, they ask you, have you bring the food? I say yeah. When in the airplane, I'm sorry, in the airport, the officer, he say, you bring the food. I say yes, sir. He say, what's the food? I say it's tahiniya. He thought that I say it's kind of flour. We just are wrong, teacher.
Yeah. So it's made from
Yeah.
sesame seeds. Yeah, absolutely. I've tried this
Yes.
before, and I think it's absolutely delicious, actually. It's really tasty. I'm a big
Yeah.
fan of the sesame flavor, but all right, good one. Thank you, Saiban. If you've never tried it, you can definitely get it in supermarkets in the UK and here in New Zealand. So I'm sure in the States you can get it. Have a look for tahini in the supermarket. It's really yummy. How do you generally eat that, Saiban? What do you do with it?
We it's especially for the morning, or it's like a light when you have a really small breakfast or a dinner. So you put it, I mean, a little bit of the tahini, and you have to put like using bread, potted bread in tahini and eat. It's very delicious. Special bread. It's made by the uh, I can say the local people, and with the tea. You have it's very teacher. It's very hard to eat without tea or without liquid. So you have it's very dry. It's, I mean, I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, it's dry. You can say that. I know that sounds funny because it's
Yeah.
kind of a liquid, but you can describe liquids as dry. If they give you
It's
that
hard.
kind of, yeah. All right, so have it with bread and tea for breakfast, right, Saiban?
Yeah, yeah, it's very delicious. I really recommend it for anybody to try.
All right, if you've never tried it, see if you can find that one because I agree with Saiban. Really good. Okay, anybody else?
May I again? Sorry,
uh,
Adela.
no, in Spain there are different types of cheese, but two the most important are, for example, cabrales. This is a type of blue cheese,
Yep.
but it's different because they have milk, goat, and sheep. Three
Yes.
different milks, and they cover the cheese with cheese nut leaves.
Okay.
They put in a cave to mature the cheese.
Okay, wow. So there's a picture of cabrales. And yeah, it's
Yes.
made from goats and ewe's milk. Is that right, Adela?
It's goats, cow, and sheep.
Okay, so all three. Okay, wow. And there's the leaves that you can see you just described. Very knowledgeable, Adela. So there's another type of blue cheese you might not have tasted. Awesome. If you like cheese, this is a very cheesy class. Haha. Anyone else want to share anything?
May I again?
Sure.
Okay, here in Brazil we have some exotic fruits and some products. Because of those fruits, there is a fruit called cupuaçu from the north of Brazil, and they make a candy with chocolate and cupuaçu, and it's a bit acidic, but it goes well with chocolate. Chocolate, believe you or not. And also in the southwest of Brazil, there is a region called Minas Gerais, where they make the best cheese bread ever, and the best, I don't know how to call in English, doce de leite.
We call it the same thing, I think, Anna. Or maybe like condensed milk. I've always wondered what that actually is. I think it's probably the same. It's not something that we have very common. I might look that up after class, but yep, carry on.
That's all.
Okay. Is this the cupuaçu thing that you're talking about?
Uh-huh. They make a candy with chocolate and cupuaçu, and it's from the north of Brazil. It's not easy to find this fruit. It's very
Okay.
exotic, the taste and the flavor.
Wow. So you
You
can eat
cannot
the fruit
eat
by
the
itself?
no, no.
That's what I was just asking. So you can't eat the fruit, but you have to make it into something else.
Yes, juicy or other kinds of beverages and candies and so on.
Oh, she's disappeared. She's gone to eat some copuaçu.
No, I'm here.
I'm only teasing you. All right. Okay, we've got a few more minutes. Is there anyone else who wants to share anything? You're making me hungry.
In Spain, there are a lot of other cheeses. Torta de la Serena is very expensive. It's a creamy, and it's more natural because to the coagulation, they use the flowers, the pistil of artichoke.
Okay, so they use artichoke flowers, did you say, Adela?
Yeah.
What do they use artichoke flowers
Yes.
for? Cheese?
They use no, they use the pistil to curl.
To
It's
curdle.
natural.
To curdle?
Yes.
Yeah, to curdle. That tricky cheese-related word. Well,
Curdle.
well done for managing to use it. Oh, right. Okay, how interesting. I know that Spain does. You've given us another link there for another cheese made of sheep's milk. So if you haven't ever tried that, it's quite like a distinctive is the word I'm looking for. So lots of different things to try if you have a chance. Maybe you'll have to travel to Brazil in order to try some of the things that Anna's mentioned. But I know that you can certainly get Spanish and Danish cheese from other places. So have a look in your specialty cheese shop. See if you can try a few of the things that we've talked about today. Thanks all of you for joining me for this class today. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about Swedish cheese. I'm going to have to go and eat something now because it's really made me hungry. Have a good day, and I hope to see you all again soon. See you later.
Okay. Thank you,
Bye.
teacher.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
I'm well, thank you. Alaz, did you have a good weekend?
Yes, it was very great.
It was very great. Okay, why? Why was it particularly great?
Entire weekend, I just read books.
You had a reading weekend.
It was a reading weekend.
That does sound like a good weekend. And any particular reason for that, Alaz, or did you just feel like it this weekend?
Well, it was a long time to read for me like this. I like reading books, so it was fascinating for me because of my work, I can't have time for reading. So it was great.
Wonderful. I'm very glad to hear it. Well, I'm glad you had a lovely weekend, and welcome. Anna, how was your weekend?
Oh, sorry. Hi, teacher.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
My weekend was relaxing. I stayed home. I watched some movies and I studied English and that's all. I ate out and just it.
That sounds like a nice weekend. Also a relaxing weekend by the sounds of things, Anna. I meant to ask you also, how's your back doing? Is it better yet? Are you able to go back to the gym yet?
Yes, I'm able to go back. However, putting it off. I've been lazy.
You've been lazy. It's because you've got out of the habit of it now, Anna. You're going to have to slowly break yourself back into it again.
Yes, I have to oblige myself and then to start enjoying it again.
Yeah, exactly. It definitely takes a bit of time with exercise, if you're anything like me. All right, well, good luck with getting back to the gym, and I'm glad your back is better. Carolina, with the beautiful cat. Hello.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I'm sorry, Carolina, but I can't remember if I've met you before.
No, teacher, this is my first class with you.
Okay, well, that makes me feel better. It's lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Where are you from?
I am from Colombia.
Which part?
Bogota, the capital city.
All right, and how is Bogota doing right now? Is it good weather, bad weather, busy?
No, good weather. We have a lovely sun, maybe 20 degrees. It's a nice day.
It sounds perfect.
Yeah, it's for eating ice cream, chocolate ice cream.
Oh, now that is getting more perfect by the second. Did you have some chocolate ice cream today?
No, I after this class, I am going to buy a big one.
Great plan. If anyone else wants to go and buy a big chocolate ice cream, I highly recommend it. And you can reward yourself for having done a verbling class, Carolina.
Okay.
Is that a picture of your cat?
Yes, she's my little cat. My little now, she is 15 years old.
Oh, she's quite old.
Yes, but her health is pretty good, so for me, she is younger. She is my kitty.
That's great. Well, it's lovely to have a nice pet in your life. And it's very nice to meet you. Welcome.
Thank you, teacher. Nice to meet you.
As a rule, we haven't thought the possibility. And I don't know, she said that it was very funny for her and she enjoyed to go there tomorrow as well.
So she's already looking forward to tomorrow.
Yeah, it's true.
That's wonderful. Great news, Natasha. That's very nice because I know that it must be, not that I remember it, but I'm sure that we all felt a little bit overwhelmed on our first day at kindergarten when you're used to being at home with your mum or whatever all the time. So great, she enjoyed it. That's excellent news. Woohoo!
Thank you.
Welcome to the class. Martin, hello, how are you?
Hello, Amy. I'm fine, thank you.
Good. How's everything going? Did you have an exciting weekend?
Yes, we've just been away for a week on a small Danish island. We have to go there 100 kilometers by car and then take a ferry, a small island in the sea between Sweden and Jutland.
Wow, that sounds nice.
It was quite nice with friends.
Great. And you had a week there?
A week there, yes. And the weather was, well, quite good, actually.
Quite good. Excellent.
Yeah.
So how big is a small island, Martin? Can you walk around?
Well, this one I think is about 20 kilometers from north to south, and then it might be 8 kilometers across.
Okay. So do people live on the island, or is it just for holidays?
There will be 3,000 or 4,000 people living there, and then in the holiday season there will be double. There will be twice as much.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Well, that's kind of fun to go to an island. It's a bit of feels special in some way, I think.
Yes. Very relaxed place. Not very many cars and very small roads all over the island, so nice place to stay.
Wonderful. Well, that sounds great. Ksenia, how are you today?
Hello, I'm very fine.
You're very fine. Great, that's good to hear. What did you do with your weekend?
Nothing special. Usual weekend.
Just had a regular one?
Gym. Yes, gym and English.
Gym and English. There you go, Anna. You've got someone to aspire to. Ksenia went to the gym. And how is the weather in Russia, Ksenia? Is it still nice and summery or not really?
No, actually, in summer we had only 10 days of hot, and now is an autumn.
In fact, and it's autumn already. Oh, that's a bit depressing.
Yes.
It sounds as bad as England.
Yes, I
Even
think
winters are
so.
worse. Oh well. Because say you're gonna have to go on holiday somewhere about halfway through the winter, somewhere sunny.
Yes, in Europe in 1 month.
Cool. You're going on holiday in a month.
I'm sorry?
Did you say that you're going on holiday in a month?
Yes, in a
Brilliant.
month.
Perfect. Well, you can look forward to that and keep you going to the gym and studying English. Well done.
Okay.
Welcome. Lovely to see you.
It's the same. Thank you.
Natasha, hello.
Hello, Amy. Hello, guys. It's good to
How are
see
you,
you.
Natasha? Good to see you too.
I'm fine, thank you. I have had a great day today because my smallest daughter went to the kindergarten firstly.
Wow, it was her
Yeah.
first day of kindergarten today.
Yeah.
Did she enjoy it?
Very, very. It really was a lovely day for her because she had the opportunity to meet a lot of children because
Hello, everybody, and welcome. This is a Verbling class, and my name is Teacher Amy. And today's class is one of the classes in my series called Around the World in 80 Days. And today we're going to be visiting Sweden for something that might be a bit of a surprise to you, a famous Swedish cheese. And a kind of an interesting article, basically, that talks about this special cheese and why it has to be made, or it's a bit of a mystery actually, but a special cheese that is made in a particular place in Sweden and can't be made anywhere else. We're going to be talking about some products from our own countries that perhaps are very distinctive of our area or our country. And we're going to be reading this article, practicing our reading and learning some vocab and hopefully improving our pronunciation a little bit. So if you have booked a slot in this class, do come in now. And while we're waiting for everybody, let me just share a couple of things with you that can help you with your experience on Verbling. If you would like to find out more about any of the teachers and see when they're free for tutoring sessions or when their classes are, then the best place to go to is to their Verbling teacher page. And if you'd like to visit mine, it's in the chat box there. But all of the teachers have one of these, so don't hesitate in looking some of us up and finding out a little bit more about us. If you do have any questions and they're not answered from the information on the teacher page, then do please send us a message, which you can do from there. Also, just use the messaging feature that you'll find. Okay, if you're a Facebook person, you might want to follow some of us on Facebook, so that's the other link that I'm posting. And with that behind us, let's say hello to our students. So first of all, Alaz, hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm doing well. Thank you.
Great
How are
to
you?